Countdown. User's choice.
You watched our 2012 Ultimate Game preview and our top 10 most anticipated games, but now it's your turn to shine. We asked you to vote, and almost 40,000 tallies later, we give you your selections for the 10 games you simply can't wait to play. With each entry, we've included where the game fell on GT's list for a comparison. While both rundowns share 8 games, just one upcoming release ended up in the same exact position. If you don't agree with the following picks, you only have yourselves to blame.
Number 10. Halo 4.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Just a few years ago, a brand new Halo game would have come in at the top of a user-voted poll, but Halo 4 just barely scratches its way onto your top 10. We essentially agree, which is why we selected it at number 8. Series fatigue has definitely taken its toll, but we all agree that the return of Master Chief and Cortana is something to get excited about. There's no telling how long our hero has been dreaming or what threats he might face. Plus, with development in the hands of a new studio, the gameplay has the potential to move forward in new and unexpected ways.
Number 9. The Last of Us.
At number 9, Naughty Dog's post-apocalyptic game of survival, The Last of Us, is the only game that isn't a sequel to crack the User's Choice Top 10. It's also the only PS3 exclusive to do so. GT has shown a lot more favor for the game, selecting it as number 3. The warm reception to The Last of Us proves that the thirst for new IPs goes beyond the critics.
Number 8.
Promise me that if it comes to it, you will not let him take me back.
BioShock Infinite.
What did you do?
In what many will likely consider a shocker, the number 1 game on GT's list finds itself near the bottom of the User's Choice poll. We're not too surprised because 2K hasn't flooded the channels with promotional media just yet, but it's pretty obvious that we believe the E3 demo to be more impressive than our users do.
That was amazing.
Great. So I don't think I can do it again.
We think you all have a pleasant surprise to play through at the end of the year.
Close it now!
Number 7. Borderlands 2.
Though it fell just short of making the cut of our top 10, your votes slide Borderlands 2 in at number 7. The first game is a bit of a cold hit, but its sequel placing this high shows that there's a dedicated fan base that enjoyed it a great deal and is ready for a second visit to Pandora. This time around, the weapons have a much more distinct feel and function based on their manufacturer. Some guns can even be thrown at enemies and cause explosive damage based on how many rounds are still in the clip.
Number 6.
The extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Tomb Raider.
Dropping just one number compared to our list, it looks like we're all okay giving Lara a second chance. How can you not? It all started with an amazing trailer, but it wasn't until we saw the game in action that we went from curious to convinced. With a guttural realism that would make Nathan Drake quiver, this savage origin story is a good omen for Lara Croft and the glorious return of tomb raiding.
Number 5.
I wanted to retire from what I was doing, from that line of work.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
You know how it is.
It's surprising that our number 2 selection emerges at the middle of the pack, but it's understandable at the same time. Details are scarce, and it's easy to assume you know what to expect. We have a feeling that once more information surfaces, impressions of the game will improve. GTA 5 promises to be the biggest game in series history, with a setting grand enough to facilitate it.
Number 4.
It's not my fault.
Resident Evil 6.
Great minds think alike, and both our editorial staff and our users agree that RE6 is near the top of 2012's game heap. You might think that it's climbed the list so fast simply because it was just announced. That is until you dissect the debut trailer for an autopsy of awesome. Sure, there's fan favorites returning. We're looking at you, Hunnigan. Spectacular creatures and intriguing locations, but beneath the surface, there's some meaty co-op, a full-blown cover system, and the radical notion of gunplay in motion.
It's regenerating.
Number 3. Mass Effect 3.
Shepard's upcoming adventure didn't even manage to break into our top 5, but that's mainly due to how much we've seen of the game already. We feel like we know everything there is to know, and at this point, we're just ready to jump into the action to see if the game lives up to lofty expectations. The popularity of this franchise is at its highest point, and the fans can't seem to get enough of the captivating plot and characters.
We fight or we die. That's the plan.
Number 2. Guild Wars 2.
The massively multiplayer populace of the internet has spoken, and it's high time for a change of regime. Perhaps the most anticipated online title in recent years, Guild Wars 2 may once and for all take the revered title of WoW Killer, with the game ambitiously dedicated towards rewriting the rules of the modern MMO. Goodbye healer and farewell tank, and hello to cooperative, action-driven battles. Makeshift synergy, diverse ability roles, and skills are its tenets, and it's already built a huge dedicated community that's come out to vote in droves. We have it at number 10, and its massive following has it at number 2.
Thank the gods you came along.
Number 1.
If you go in there, you'll be eaten alive.
Diablo 3.
While your number 1 pick wasn't even on our list at all, far be it for us to disparage your selection. We know full well that Diablo 3 is going to have us in its merciless grip once it's out, and it's unlikely to let go for years after. It's been a long time coming, and the recent news of wholesale changes to fundamental game systems suggests the reason why. Blizzard isn't afraid to delay the game in order to get it right. Few studios can afford to operate this way, and even fewer have fans that will show up in droves to show support. The Blizzard community has spoken, making Diablo 3 the user's choice for most anticipated game of 2012.
At long last, Osmodan shall reign as the prime evil.